Hello, welcome back. And today we are going to go over, let me share my screen, this week's Dallas Fort Worth region off market weekly listings. All right, so without further ado, let's go over my slideshow. All right, this week's boomtown in North Texas. Well, of course, we have approximately 18 small boomtowns across the entire DFW region. As you can see, I'm not going to go over this any more details. You can find it from my other videos that I've done on a weekly basis. So this week's off-market listings are, we have a total of 18 houses for sale. Suffice to say, we have more than 18 motivated, savvy real estate investors from across Texas and across the country and even overseas that are targeting this juicy, high returns, fast growing, number one fastest growing market in the country. I believe it's number one, I'm not sure, maybe top one or top two. Furthermore, there are some Wall Street institutions and hedge firms are also targeting this very similar type of inventory that I'm about to share with you. So suffice to say, there are many more investors are pulling the trigger on this our off-market listings than there are supply of inventory, and this is not about to change anytime soon. Okay, so just a word of warning. So as you can see, this is we accept VIP list of buyers. If you're interested, contact me directly, and we'll go through a complimentary consultation. Right? Demand far exceeds supply for obvious reasons. Okay, as you can see, so this is a turnkey type of cash flow investment model that we've been promoting for many, many decades, and North Texas is one of the market that we're promoting very aggressively. These listings will be gone in 24 to 48 hours from the recording of this Zoom video, and this is the benchmark we use. This is a pro forma, okay, new construction. This is a pro forma typical price, and you can pause the video on your own and just go over all the metrics that we have here, positive cash flow at the end of the day. So let me continue. We got so many things to cover. If you look at all 6 ways the income property will make your money, and this is how we break it down with these 5, 6, even more ways. You put your down payment, whatever your down payment is, then if you do a simplistic calculation, and at the end of the day, at the end of the first year, your total return on your investment, which is your down payment, will exceed at least 30%. 30% return on your investment in only the first year. Again, it's just a projection. And of course, we have historic builders incentives that cost tens of thousands of dollars for our seller, for our builder to buy down the rate for you, and also pay up to 1 to 2% of the closing cost, depending on which national or local builder we use on some of these inventories. All right, and of course the amazing 10-year fixed rate loan. The first 10 years is a fixed rate at 4.75% and so forth. Okay, and different. All right, so with that in mind, the first property we have, which is absolutely incredible, you can hear me say some very, very you perceive as an exaggerated type of a presentation. Well, is it exaggerated? I don't know. You will find out once you dive deeper into your potential buy box. Anyway, on this massively growing DFW metroplex in the suburbs in North Texas, for you to get a new construction, giving less than 200 grand, it is just mind-boggling. Look at that. Brand new construction and estimated rent 1750, and you put 25% down payment, giving all the incentives, monthly net cash flow $633. Why cash flow is so high in this case? The first year of the ownership of this rental property, the property tax rate have not been reset yet. Assuming subsequent year, in the second year and beyond, assuming 2% property tax rate, so you're gonna have probably another $300 increase on your monthly tax beyond the first year. So we're talking still around $250 monthly cash flow in second and third and fourth year, but enjoy your first year high cash flow because the property tax is very, very low. Other than that, first year property management is free, another buyer's incentive, and closing costs will be reduced to approximately this amount or even lower. At the end of the day, just amazing metrics. You can look at the first year, fifth year, and 10th year projection, which is mind-boggling. So if you want to, at the end of the day, $1,000 per month passive income at the end of 10th year. So if you want a passive income of 10 properties at $10,000, for example, 10 years from now, well, you need to buy 10 of these over time. But yeah, one rental property in around 7 to 10 year equal $1,000 of net positive cash flow at your financial freedom mark based on this projection. Could be quicker. Another property we have in Josephine, once again, only 214K, amazing rental market. The tenants are very, very high quality, suffice to say. The maintenance and upkeep and vacancy are projected to be very, very low, relatively speaking, compared to other rental property you see other part of the country. Nothing going to compare to this region in terms of your returns or your investment, the low risk and the future projection of this market, job, population, and migration growth, and the fundamentals in this region is off the chart. Yeah, you could make the argument there are 20,000 cities in the country and there are 3,000 counties in the country. I beg you to debate with me if you buy income property in other markets, whether you meet all the criteria and to check all the boxes that we have here in our 17 North Texas boom towns that we are promoting. So I beg to differ, all right? I welcome the challenge. Anybody out there want to dispute that these type of properties are not the best real estate asset class for turnkey cash flow, sight unseen, property management, the whole 9 yards, doing all the work for you. So you can essentially, it does not matter how many property you buy based on this investment model. You're going to be you're a passive investor, almost a passive investor. You spend like 1 hour to 2 hours in so-called managing your real estate portfolio if you follow this system that I've been promoting for several decades now. All right, so this is the second property. Again, the monthly net cash flow is $743, which is absolutely mind-boggling. Once again, the property tax is very low the first year. It's not going to reset until the second year. And as you can see, cap rate, cash and cash return 14%, cap rate 9% is just absolutely mind-boggling. And so, all right, let's continue because I got a few more properties to promote. And this one is in Princeton, Texas, happens to be the fastest growing city in the country this past year. Again, new construction, 222K, 25% down payment, 236 monthly net cash flow, booming area in the Collin County. And all these are great numbers, as you can see. Another property in Princeton. This is a 2-story, 4-bedroom, right? 1,535 square foot, 2.5 bathroom, only 203K. And this monthly rent is $1,750. Is bound to go up, right? Because we got some excellent renters moving into this region. They're high income renters, if you will. And again, this is a high-tech boom towns all across North Texas and financial epicenters of the South, the Wall Street of the South, and the whole 9 yards. Is so many jobs. People migrating here to the tune of 500 people migrating to North Texas every single day. So the demand is much greater than supply. So the future is very, very bright. This kind of low price is not going to stay that low much longer. The home prices expect to increase, and the rent you can collect will expect to increase into the foreseeable future. This is absolutely mind-boggling. Another boomtown we're promoting is Greenville, Texas. Everything's brand new unless otherwise mentioned. 239K, 1750 monthly rent, $268 monthly net cash flow. Also fast moving boomtown in North Texas, Greenville, Texas, and this is the related numbers, but the tax rate is pretty much normal from the first year. So there's no property tax resets. All these numbers are pretty basic, except that the first year property management there's no charge, and of course, if you said down payment, the down payment 25% down payment, although you could do 20%. So 80 grand total out of pocket to finance this amazing purchase. Okay, another property in Princeton, 203K and $374 monthly net cash flow, rents for $1,750. Amazing A-class location. All these new constructions are A-class location, A-class tenants, and poised for rapid skyrocketing growth in the North Texas DFW boomtown. All right, another one in Greenville, 227K, cash flow for 276. Beautiful, beautiful new construction homes, warranties, 1 year, 5 year, 10-year warranty, and low vacancy, low maintenance. So this is a amazing turnkey cash flow, entry-level starter homes are the best real estate asset class for turnkey mom and pop investors. Wherever you are, if you wish to purchase, wherever you're located, you can do this and become almost a passive investor. Okay. Another one in Greenville, 239K, and good cash flow. All the numbers make sense, as I discussed earlier. Another one in Greenville. A lot of these are already sold. Maybe, I don't know, half of these listings I'm showing you has already been sold because we are running across some amazing, savvy, sophisticated mom and pop investors from all over the world, all over the country are buying these amazing limited deals coming from our relationship that we have with the local national builder and local builders. And our team located here in North Texas been in this market, been entrenched in this market for more than 20 years. Our team of the one-stop shop, our property management is in-house. Everything is one-stop shop. We do everything for our investors, regardless of where you are located. Okay, another Greenville, Texas, in North Texas, 238K, cash flow for $256 on the pro forma, as you can see. And of course, Sherman, which is the epicenter of the Silicon Alley, Silicon Perry high-tech boom because of Texas Instrument, the chip manufacturing, going to bring in 6,000 high-tech workers and 18,000 support workers in the next few years into amazing Sherman, Texas. You buy at the beginning of the boom, which is right now, and the influx of those workers are coming in, as we see on a consistent basis. So Sherman is an amazing boom town. So 215K, which is amazing 3.2 and 1,400 square foot, 2-car garage, and cash flow for a couple of $100. The rent is gonna go much higher than 1,650 based on my estimation. All right, so all the numbers look good. Again, you can always pause the pro forma to take a deep dive under the property in Sherman, 220K, cash flow for 300. So here are the numbers, and how is a new boom town that we're promoting. Our local builder is beginning to build in Howey, Texas, which is like 10 miles below Sherman, okay, in Grayson County, which is fast-growing Grayson County in North Texas and fast-growing Collin County in Princeton and the surrounding area. These two counties is one of the fastest-growing counties in the country, right? So amazing deals all around. This property will go very, very fast. Another property in Howe, 231K, rents for almost $2,000. We're almost meeting the 1% rule. Some of you understand what I'm saying, the 1% rule. You know, the purchase price multiplied by 1%. That's a benchmark for rent, which is pretty much disappear across the country, except here in North Texas. In fact, I could make the argument that buying cash is very, very hard to cash flow these days, right? Because of the skyrocketing home prices across the country, and the rent have not kept up, but you will achieve almost 1% cash flow, 1% rule, rent to value ratio, as we call it here in North Texas. All right, another one in Howe, 218K, rent for $1,850, and another one in Josephine, almost $800 monthly net cash flow, mind-boggling. This one is 4-bedroom, almost 1,600 square foot, 2-car garage. And this is a great, great property. We are, because it's a 4-bedroom, you can collect, in the foreseeable future, a lot more than $1,900 you're collecting right now. So your cash flow can increase. Your appreciation potential is going to increase based on the data that we have on the ground. So amazing, amazing deal. Once again, in property in Josephine, the property tax is low in the first year. It'll reset the second year, as I mentioned to you. Hey, enjoy the first year cash flow of $800 per month, and to the tune of, which is amazing, to the tune of almost $10,000 first year of cash flow, which is amazing. Okay, another one, Josephine. Again, this one is almost $600 monthly cash flow. The tax rate is very, very low the first year, so enjoy the first year tax flow, cash flow. And then Denison, Texas, up and coming boomtown, which is like 15 miles north of Sherman, growing very, very fast. You can buy brand new construction for $225K, and this one is 2 years old, built in 2023, rents for $1,675 and cash flow for $160. So, hey, as long as you cash flow even just a little bit, that is a good investment, obviously, because of this growing, very skyrocketing growth boomtown across North Texas. Okay, this is all these are past listings that was promoted, a month back and so forth, and all the numbers, but I'm not gonna go over that. These are all sold that was in previous off-market listings. So I'm not gonna show too much of all these great properties. So, yep. And you can pause any of the screenshot of all the recent listings that we have sold very, very quickly. And the price is going to rise. This limited inventory is very, very desirable. So look at all this. We show a lot of data to support our property that we're promoting. Here, Josephine is one of the 17 boom towns that we're promoting, so forth and so on. So with that in mind, I'm not gonna go any further. Okay, maybe a couple more minutes. We only work with builders that we have a relationship with. You will not be able to access any of this inventory in an open public, in a multiple listing service. Everything is off market. No other investor have resource. Only our network have the ability to access this type of desirable inventory. All right. So you have 3 options: do nothing, do something on your own, and of course work with us, with our network. At the end of the day, you live your life in your own terms. And like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also become, if you're not already done so, please put your email into my website so you can become a free member of our network of community members of like-minded individuals, investors. Of course, again, if you're really motivated, contact me for complimentary consultation, to put you on our VIP wait list of upcoming properties. Every week we have, like I said, 10 or so properties that get gobbled up very, very quickly for obvious reasons. All right. So hopefully you see the urgency and you see the amazing exponential growth in this market. So the sooner you pull the trigger, get in early, you're going to reap the benefit of your financial future. All right. Thank you so much. This is SeeWing Yi from the U Real Estate Network. Have a nice day. See you next time. Bye-bye.